I am going to go ahead and let everyone know that one of the issues that I have faced with events like this is the getting overwhelmed, going home, falling asleep, waking up the next morning and forgetting everything. So a little different is we are going to be offering each of you membership in what we're calling a Green Building Collaboratory. And in the Collaboratory will be the tapes of all of these presentations. And in fact, these were very brief and very top level. And we're going to allow the presenters to go into greater depth. So if there are things that you are interested in, you will be able to dive a little deeper. And the other thing is we will offer you a supporting community, and we will also offer you the ability to find resources. So keep your eyes open for that email.
I think we should all say amen.
Should we? Okay.
So be it. So be it. Yes. There's not much that I can add, but we are passing around this evaluation form. And we really are interested in what your attitude is about continuing this type of, we'll call it get-together or conference or seminar or whatever. But we'd like your feedback in terms of what you felt was important, what we missed, what we didn't include in the program, and whether or not it should go forward. And that's really up to how interested you are in making something more of this than what we were able to do the first time around. But I think the folks on the planning committee are of the opinion that if this is useful, then obviously we're going to try to continue it. And it seems like an annual event may be too far apart considering the urgency of the crisis that we're dealing with. So we might want to, consider how frequently we get together again, if that's really what you'd like to do. I think there are a number of us that think that's important, that we do continue to work together, share our experiences, and learn from each other. I sure learned a lot this last day and a half. So I'd like to say just a personal thanks to the planning group that put this together. From my vantage point, and I'm prejudiced, this was a fantastic group of presenters. The attendees were very, how should I say this, inquisitive and informative as well. And so we appreciate your feedback on that evaluation form. As I mentioned before, we're going to try and reestablish contact with you in a week or so because we have your email addresses, and we'll give you updates on the videos and anything else that we can process between now and then. So thank you for coming. What did I miss, Toni?
Tour. We have one interested
One more
party
tour.
tour. Anyone else? Milt is willing to go around again. Yes.
I wanted to say that for those of us who were here, if we could be connected with our organization names and contact information and the videos shared, I think that would do, even for those of us who basically live alone at home, a lot.
Yes, thank you for that. We are planning to send a follow-up email to everyone with contacts for exhibitors, so names, companies, contact, as well as the presenters and panelists, unless they say no, don't do that. But yeah, we think everyone is and then the sponsor group as well. So you'll be receiving that. There's many people who left, so we'll be sending the evaluation form along with that email. So yes, we will be following up, and we will look at all your responses in the evaluation form, and that hopefully that will inform us as to when we might meet again. But I echo Milt in saying thank you to the sponsor group, the organizing committee. It was great working with you, and glad we had a successful conference. Yes. Oh, perfect. And I have Marie left these bags, which she just wants to give you. So if anybody wants one, there's 3 left.
And so Peter, I think you're next.
To close this out, I will not do a 45-minute reflection, because it's been a long 24 hours, hasn't it? We have been challenged deeply within our hearts, and our brains are full. So let me just offer 2 pieces. One is a bit from a resolution that was passed by the United Church of Christ General Synod about 20 months ago. A resolution that was written because President Trump said we were pulling out of the Paris Climate Accord, and that called for an emergency response. And so the resolution, with the bizarre title, "The Earth is the Lord's, not ours to wreck. Imperatives for a New Moral Era," was written and came to the Synod and was passed with a 96% favorable vote. The Presbyterian Church USA brought it to their General Assembly in a virtually identical form last fall, and it also passed overwhelmingly there. The sort of core of it comes down to 3 bullet points about what it means to be the church in a time like this. And I won't read the whole thing, but the 3 main headings are: let our clergy accept the mantle of moral leadership. Let us all incarnate the changes we long for, which is what we've been focusing on today. And let us proclaim truth in the public square, which includes calls to civil disobedience in the face of expanded fossil fuels. This is the sort of challenge that we have as an interfaith gathering. What does it mean to be faith communities? And so one of my challenges to some of the presentations we heard is, no, this is not about saving money on your utility bill. This is about protecting God's creation. And that's the language of this resolution, that we are protecting creation, not being good stewards of the earth, which was the question that I raised earlier. So let me simply offer that challenge to us as faith communities for these times. And if I can wake up the computer properly here. Oh, it shut down all of it. I will share a very short prayer that comes from the Faith Climate Action Week group, an interfaith climate prayer. Let's be in the spirit of reflection. We hold brothers and sisters who suffer from storms and droughts intensified by climate change. We hold all species that suffer. We hold world leaders delegated to make decisions for life. We pray that the web of life may be mended through courageous actions to limit carbon emissions. We pray for right actions for adaptation and mitigation to help our already suffering Earth community. We pray that love and wisdom might inspire my actions and our actions as communities, so that we may, with integrity, look into the eyes of brothers and sisters and all beings and truthfully say we are doing our part to care for them and the future of the children. May love transform us and our world with new steps toward life. Thank you all for being here. Go out and do good.